We've all been there before. Coming home tired and we just want to kick off our shoes and relax. But then our entranceway starts looking like this. Piles of shoes misplaced, stacks of unopened mail or packages, bags thrown on the floor, and when you see this mess, it drains you even more. We understand that the entryway is the first thing that we see and our guests see when we walk into the house. But at the same time, it's so easy to become a catch all space. How you have it set up is not working for you and your family. So in today's video, I'll show you how to declutter and organize your entryway so it works. It'll be easier to keep tidy. Everything will have a place and look great so you feel good and peaceful when you step into your home. First things first, let's declutter. We're going to sort the stuff that we have at the entranceway into a keep, put away pile, trash, and donate. You can use an old Amazon box, or in my case, a diaper box. And if you don't have any boxes, use two different color trash bags. Just something that you know, okay, well, this is my trash pile and this is my donate pile. And I'm going to make it easy for you. I want you to remember STEP. S.T.E.P. Like you're stepping into a fresh, clean home. STEP stands for S, shoes. We're going to sort our shoes so only what we need is at the door. Now, personally, I let my household keep a few pairs of shoes at the door because I have the space for it. So we have our Crocs, which are essential, sneakers, the house shoes, and these shoes, you really not step foot outside with these. And then we also have our sometimes slash special pair of shoes if we're going to church or an event. Tops. That's going to include jackets, hats, and I want you to remember only what you need. That may be in season where you need a jacket or a coat or a scarf. We live in sunny Florida, so we keep shades there and maybe a hat or two at our entryway. And when it gets chilly in the morning for fall slash winter time, all we need is like a little cardigan. So you may see that there for that season. E is going to be your everyday items. That's keys, backpacks, and even for some people, it may be little essentials like their chapstick and lotions. My daughter's backpack was like the main problem. Well, her backpack and my diaper bag. So I really needed to find a place for that because those are something that we use almost every day. And lastly, but definitely not least, is paper and packages. That is the mail, the Amazon packages, and y'all know how that mail can just, it's like it births new mail every day. So it can become a rather large, overwhelming pile. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through that and sort it into two piles right off the bat. Keep and junk, because you guys already know what the junk piles are. You know, you see those advertisements and offers. So we're not even going to give it a place in our home. We're going to go ahead and trash it. So grab a timer. You're going to give yourself 10 minutes and you're going to declutter your entryway to the items that your family needs. So now we know what we need to keep at our entryway. So it's time to actually organize it. We want it to be easy to clean, and it's something that we love to look at when we walk into our house. So in the decluttering phase, we use the acronym STEP to cover the main items that we need in our entryway. And now we're going to use that same idea and those items that we need to contain and corral those items so they look nice and don't multiply and get out of hand. Here is what you want to customize things based off of what your family needs. So looking at shoes, you have a bench with a tray or storage underneath, and that provides seating, but it also limits the shoes being scattered on the floor and how many shoes you can keep. There's also the classic shoe rack, and that's if you have the space for that. These help organize shoes, provide some type of shelf space so that if you want to decorate it or add accessories, you could put that up there. And the simple basket. This is simple, it's great for dropping off shoes and keeping it rolling. So, these are the top 3 things that I would suggest when it comes to shoe storage. Personally, my family, we've gone through the whole spectrum trying to figure out what works for us. We started off with the bench. We love the fact that it gave us seating at the door to put on our shoes, but it severely limited our space of how many shoes we wanted to keep at the door. Then we moved on to a basket, which was great, but it wasn't it. So now we kind of have like this hybrid system going on where we have a shoe rack that provides all the space and then a little basket to, well, not even a little basket, it's a large basket to keep like quick items for the littles to throw into. Next up at tops, we're talking jackets, coats, scarves, hats, that sort of thing. And we can always go with the classic hooks. They're customizable. You can have them be renter friendly with command strips, an easy go-to option. Or if you have the space, you can do a coat rack. It can help with hanging up things, and I actually got this one from Amazon, so I'll link everything below in the description box. But this has a rather wide base, so it doesn't top over. But if you don't have the space for that, and you don't think your family would take the time to really actually hang up this stuff, a nice basket works too. Baskets come in all kinds of shapes, sizes, and colors. They're cute and they're functional, especially for small everyday items. You can use a small basket for your keys and wallet, or if you like to do a quick refresh before heading out the door, you can keep your chapstick or lotions in there too. A decorative bowl works as well. I got this one from Home Goods. Hooks are also an option. If you're like my husband and you don't want your keys and stuff exposed, a decorative box like this one I got from Walmart is a great option as well. Paper and packages. We all know mail stacks up quick. So use something like this wall organizer. This one is from Amazon and it's going to help you contain it. And there are wall organizers that have hooks for your keys and other knickknacks and functions for it. So if you don't have the space and you have a small entryway, go with something like this. You can also go with a tray or a mail organizer. Now, for my family, I started off with the organizing tray, but it got a little bit too much. So now I've gone down to a mail organizer to really corral and contain so that I know, okay, it's getting full. I need to go ahead and sort that. And that is the thing. To keep the mail from overflowing, you're going to sort out that junk mail. Don't even give it the time and space in your home. It's the offers, it's the advertisements. You guys know, you can see from the letter on the outside what it is and that you don't need it. So go ahead and trash that, and at the end of the week, you're gonna go through and declutter that pile. Take care of that keep stuff. It's a bill or anything like that. Do not let it go beyond the container that you have it for storing. Just remember, whatever tray, basket, or container you decide to use, it's there to contain. It sets the limits to how much you can have so your space doesn't get messy again. What brings up the next question: how do I keep my entryway clean? Because I don't know about you, but I've cleaned the space and then I feel like the next day it's back dirty again. And I'm re-cleaning it and I'm losing my mind. And now I understand that's because I didn't set any ground rules to keep a system going that keeps the space clean. So let's talk about that. Ground rules are going to be like the simple habits that you implement to keep your entryway clean and clutter free. It can be keeping a set number of shoes per person at the door, whether that's one or a few. It all depends on the space, the basket, the tray, whatever you use to contain your stuff. Another ground rule would be like a 2-minute nightly reset where you take just 2 minutes to clean up that entryway, hang up the coats or bags that were left on the floor. It could be, cleaning up any trash or taking out the extra shoes because you had a special event for the day. Or maybe you want to try the one touch rule where you put away stuff as soon as you get home and you create a habit of, okay, this bag goes here, my keys go here, my shades go here type thing. So what I want you to do is I have a list of possible entryway ground rules. Start with one or two to create your own little system to keep your entryway tidy. And whatever you decide, make sure you involve the kiddos. Teach them because your home is your family's little safe haven. So when everyone helps take care of it, it will take care of you. And if you're ready to declutter other spaces in your home, click the link below. I want you to join my free 21-day declutter challenge where we're spending 10 minutes a day giving our home some much needed TLC. And let me know in the comments below. It's going to be your first ground rule for keeping your entryway clean. And I hope to see you next time. Stay blessed. Bye.